In this video, we are going to talk about sustainable development. There are several definitions to define this concept. In 1960, the concept of sustainable development first emerged. Environmentalists started debating on the impact of economic growth on the environment. Since then, different definitions of sustainability and sustainable development have been put forward and discussed. But the most widely adopted was one published in the report Our Common Future, also known as the Brundtland Report, by the World Commission on Environment and Development in 1987, which defines sustainable development as development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. But how is it achieved? For sustainable development to be achieved, it is crucial to harmonize three core elements: economic growth, social inclusion, and environmental protection. These elements are interconnected and are all crucial for the well being of individuals and societies. In September 2015, the United Nations General Assembly formally adopted the Universal, Integrated, and Transformative 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, a set of 17 Sustainable Development Goals. The goals are to be implemented and achieved in every country from the year 2016 to 2030. There are 5 elements to have a sustainable development: the people, which refers to end poverty and hunger in all forms and ensure dignity and equality; prosperity, to ensure prosperous and fulfilling lives in harmony with nature; peace, to foster peaceful, just, inclusive societies; partnership, to implement the agenda through a solid global partnership; and the planet, which is the protection of our planet's natural resources and climate for future generations. The ecological element refers to environmental sustainability. This concerns the natural environment and how it endures and remains diverse and productive. Environmental sustainability goals that have to be achieved on 2020 is zero waste to landfill, zero processed water discharged, 10% reduction in electricity and fuel use, and 20% reduction in use of solvents intensity. Another element is the economy. Because of rural poverty and overexploitation, environmental resources should be treated as important economic assets. This is known as natural capital. Goals of environmental conservation and economic development are not conflicting and can be reinforcing each other, so they can work together. As a society, we should look forward to have a green economy. To have this, we need 3 important elements: to have a low carbon growth, plus resource efficiency, plus social inclusivity. And with this, we will be closer to have a better sustainable development.
We have seen before, in order to achieve sustainable development, we need 3 elements. The first one is the social impact, the second one is the environmental impact, and the last one is the economic impact. So in this graphic, we can see the country sustainability ranking with the top 10 countries and the bottom 10 countries. The country sustainability score is based on the 17 environmental, social, and governance indicators, which receive a weight of 15%, 25%, and 60% of the total score. The purpose of the score is to compare countries on the basis of ESG indicators that we consider to be relevant in order to achieve a sustainable development. For example, we can see that Sweden has the first place and Pakistan has the last one. Now we can talk about the top 5 most sustainable companies in the world. In the first place, we have Siemens UK. Siemens is an international group from Germany specializing in new technology, and they decided on becoming a sustainable company in 2012. In the second place, we have Kisco. Kisco is an American company specializing in networking hardware, and since 2012, Kisco worked to improve energy efficiency by implementing circular economic methods to turn waste into resources. In the third place, we have Philips. Philips is from Netherlands and is one of the most important groups worldwide for home appliances, lighting, and medical equipment. The company created a sustainable program in 2018 with aims to be fully filled by 2020. In the fourth place, we have Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson is an American pharmaceutical company since 1886. The company has been setting an environmental goals for nearly 30 years and are committed to continuously improving the energy efficiency and environmental performance of products and processes.
In order to achieve sustainability, there has to exist a culture of cooperation and active participation among citizens and nations. Since the problems that we face today, such as climate change, biodiversity loss, and water scarcity, require a global perspective to be solved, it is fundamental that international policies are created to aim for a sustainable future. Some examples of these are the Convention of the Parties, the Global Sustainability Programme, and Sustainable Development Goals. It is also necessary that we as citizens change our perspective on what sustainability means to our daily lives and our futures. We have to understand that without the environment, neither our economies nor our society could exist, and this is why sustainability is a common goal for the entire humanity. So, in conclusion, sustainable development aims to fulfill our present needs without compromising future generations. It has three fundamental stages: environmental protection, that is, clean energies and better solutions to our daily problems; social development, that is, quality of life, health, and education; and finally, economical growth, the end of poverty and a better future for everyone. Sustainability is a very interesting subject, and there is still a lot to be said and done about it. So we have a few suggested readings that you can make if you want to, both in English and Spanish. So you can check the links down below and keep on educating yourself.